So I don't know if you interact with social media, but in the last couple of months, a middle-aged, overweight alien has decided to try to fight a much younger and much stronger robot. So we decided, how could you possibly monetize this event by using 3D printing and an integration with an Etsy store? So in this video, we're going to show you how to make a controller stand so that you can make money off of a couple of billionaires. So we recently released an Etsy integration that allows you to connect an Etsy store to our 3D print farm so that when an order comes through, our print farm will grow that part and then will be shipped to your customer. And 3D printing really has this huge advantage over traditional sorts of drop shipping because you're generally limited to a t-shirt or a mug. But with 3D printing, you can actually make something completely original. So what we decided to do was go ahead and make some controller stands, some character controller stands. If you were doing this yourself, what you would be able to do is go onto a place like Fiverr or Freelancer, and you could hire a digital sculptor to create the body and potentially even the head. But you want this to be a high variation product. You don't want to spend your whole budget on a single product. So you would have that sculptor design just the body that is a standard format that is designed to fit just right with an Xbox or PlayStation controller. That way you have this baseline functionality. You have this baseline model that you can create more products from. This one, we then went ahead and added on an Elon Musk head to, because the two of these billionaires are going to fight. Let's get some merch going for it so that you can catch the wave as it's going by. This could also apply to things like presidential elections or just general competitions throughout the world, so long as they're a public persona. Once we had that core body, once we had the Elon Musk done, all we had to do was swap out the heads, and now you have Zuckerberg. Inside of our modeling software, we actually mirrored the two bodies so that they would be reliable, and we will go through kind of the actual design of character models like this so that they can be mass-produced as affordably as possible in a separate video. But once these two models are done, what you can basically do is you can upload them to our Etsy app. You would be quoted on how much it costs to produce these, and once that quote is done, you can figure out what to price them at in your Etsy store so that while this event is going on, you can have your e-commerce store humming away in the back, catching the wave of any given social event immediately. This is a huge advantage of 3D printing. You're able to create truly original and unique and valuable products very quickly and get them produced at scale. Since this Etsy integration is plugged into our print farms that have hundreds to thousands of machines, you know that you can produce hundreds if not thousands of these items without having to worry about buying more printers or set up your own print farm or figuring out if you have enough production capacity for it. You also don't have to wait for a container of your product to cross the ocean. It never exists until somebody actually orders it. So if you have an awesome idea for a product, but no one wants to buy it, you're still no worse off. All you had to pay for was the creation of the design itself. And those designers are fairly easy to get a hold of. So hopefully this gave you some insight as to how you can actually make some money off of billionaires if that fight actually ever happens. You're able to create custom merchandise that is far more unique than anything that has ever been created before and produce it on demand for your customers when they actually order it. Thanks so much for watching that video, guys. If you want to try out the Etsy integration for your printing Etsy store, the link is down in the description. We also have an API coming out very soon, so subscribe for the channel for updates on that so that you can plug in our printing capacity to basically whatever app you might actually be creating. You can use our print farms to produce your products without actually ever having to touch a 3D printer yourself. You just have to make sure that you're designing a good product. Have a great day, everybody.